Time to put this scroll to use. Let's see what weapon hides in this ancient tomb. Okay, let me just read. Aperta dilatato foraminis. Shooting, not seducing is the move here. What happens?
Oh, skull hole. Neat.
Oh, thank you so much for noticing.
My ancient slumber. I am Brunfeld, guardian of the dark hole, first of my name, last of my kind, somewhere in the middle of reading anywhere between 1 and 4 novels simultaneously. I have stood in this spot and guarded this cave for time immemorial. Except I personally remember it. But that could be considered more of a curse than a blessing. Imagine if you could remember every embarrassing thing you've ever said and done, but also you were older than the sun itself. It gets to you after a while. But regardless, you have invaded my ancient hole, and no one is permitted to enter here. I guard a devious, unholy weapon, a relic of times long past, and only those worthy of using it can pass me. And no one is worthy, so no one passes me. Is that clear? I could perhaps be a bit more concise when I explain that part to people. It has been a very, very long time since I have had any visitors. It is possible the fascist goblins who have recently taken to guarding this place are quite good at their jobs. But it is unimportant. What is important is the fact that you have somehow invaded my deep, cavernous crevasse, and you cannot be allowed to leave. For no one shall be permitted to take my secrets out into the world. The world is not ready for a weapon of this caliber. My sole purpose in this world is to protect this weapon from those who would have the hubris, the audacity.
So, you want a kiss?
Absolutely not. And how dare you attempt to tempt me? I am ascended far beyond such baser instincts.
Oh, woof. At least we didn't have to listen to it talk. Might have lived if you'd run. Well, seems I can just quietly take this and go.
The weapon is in your hands. Now go on, skedaddle out of this dusty pit.
You know, I think we did all right, non-violence-wise.
Yeah, totally. But I did learn something. And that something is this. Violence really is the answer to most things, most of the time.
Hard to argue with that.
So, have you retrieved the weapon? We can live our peaceful lives without fear?
Sure. I did kill an ancient guardian, but it was a necessary evil.
It is disappointing to hear you turn to violence, but I am appreciative of your efforts nonetheless. You may keep that wretched weapon. Be gone!
Interested in some spinning work? Fair tidings, friend. I have the perfect job for someone like you. And by like you, I mean willing to do back-breaking dangerous labor for a pittance.
I do love breaking backs. What's the job?
The blacksmith of this forge, Master Tunhammer, is off on a delivery, and he left me in charge of forging a bunch of magical gear while he's gone. Thing is, I kind of forged my forging resume. I don't know how to smith magic items worth a dang, but I do know it starts with mining magic ore. You grab that pick and bust your hump mining and defending yourself from wild animals, while I do the much harder task of preparing the forge. You're all set. Now head to the quarry out back. That magic ore isn't gonna mine itself. There's the quarry. Ah! It looks like Master Tunhammer's locked it up. You can pick locks, right?
Of course I can.
Nice picking, apprentice. Now put those skills to use on that ore. Nice mining, minion. Wait, spitballs. I missed a perfect opportunity to call you minion. Well, not taking it now. I'll be dang drop the bits of ore there to fuse them into a workable hunk of metal. Fuse the ores, apprentice. Fuse the ores. Okay, now it's time to roll up my servo motor cladding and hammer this useless junk into a magic weapon worthy of the gods. Oh, this isn't working!
The only useless junk around here is you.
It's this hammer! Master Tunhammer took the good hammer with him, and that magic ore is too strong for any ordinary tool to work. You try! Use the toughest tool you've got! I loosened it up for you. More importantly, I've done it! I've crafted the ultimate weapon! Wait, what the heck is this? Well, we tried honest labor, but now it's time to do what you do best. Take better gear from other people and pass it off as your own. Let's be real, we both knew it would come to this.
Now you're speaking my language. Where am I headed?
To the mountain of despair! That's not its official name, but I am pretty desperate, so that's what I'm calling it. Also, bring the pick. No sense in letting good ore go to waste. If you find any while you're out there, bring it back here for some extra coins. The mountain is full of adventurers who got lost and kicked the bucket while carrying all sorts of magic loot. All you have to do is get the good stuff and bring it back here. Then I can pretend I made it and master...
Right, I'm at the mountain. Who's our first target?
We're looking to Charles Ring of Fire Dancing let him walk on lava unharmed. But he was notoriously clumsy and fell face first into the river. Burned to a crisp. All that remains is that ring. Silly humans. When will they learn that one wheel beats two legs any day? That's twice as many things that can go wrong. No wonder you're always tripping all over the place.
Short work. Spell slots already. Just ain't the same as breaking a ring off a real hand.
Ha-ha! Well done! Now grab that magic bling! It's not like he needs it anymore. Great! Now, for the next item, I want to get something cool. Literally! Somewhere in the Frosty Hollow, there's the Cloak of Runald. Hurry, apprentice! Your master commands you! Runald was a mighty barbarian who hoped to slay the Frost Goblins, thinking his Cloak of Cold Resistance would protect him. Well, Runald was frozen solid, but the enchantment kept his cloak in perfect condition.
We could just use the crafting rules to make our own gear.
Girl, that sounds boring as hell. We don't have time for all that crap.
Yeah, fighting people and taking their stuff is way faster and more exciting.
But it's a crafting quest.
My sweet baby friend. I pinky promised that next set show, we can narrate all the boring stuff you love and roll dice all you want, but for now, we're doing things my way with guns and loot and adventure and actually interesting stuff.
Fine.
Eldon's parents were legendary heroes, wyvern tamers, giant slayers, favorites of the queen. He wants so much to be special like them, like me. When I said he already was, he scoffed. He wants so much to be extra when I'd be so happy with ordinary.
Fought like rubbish, died nice and low. All the magic I need.
Why can't I stop saying hack? Whatever, return to me, Hack Prentice! Ah, I did it again!
All right, but what if we just keep these awesome magic items for ourselves?
That doesn't sound very heroic at all.
What are you talking about? We looted them fair and square. We just risked our lives out there. Hey, that rhymed.
Yeah, but we agreed to a quest.
A quest built on a foundation of lies?
If you don't finish the quest, you don't get XP.
Oh, but I'm so close to my super cool class feature.
Then you know what you must do, Valentino.
Who knew being a hero was fraught with so much moral ambiguity?
Come on then, let's get this over with. I'm getting the hang of this killing business.
You've been subcontracting your apprenticeship behind my back, have you? The Smithing Guild will have my head. Or one of our heads, anyway.
Master Tunhammer, it's not what it looks like. They were just helping me with little things. You know, I can't reach the tools on the top shelf. I did all the hard work.
Right. Then let's see your hard work, shall we?
With pleasure. Yay, you there. Place my works on yon mannequin so Master Tunhammer can marvel at my craft. You see, Master, I told you I could handle it. Take a look at these beauties.
Oh, fine work, apprentice. This is the work of a master. This master! In fact, I made these pieces myself! I'm gonna hammer you and your thieving friend into bloody bedpans!
Ah! Apprentice! Protect your master!
That's a good stuff. Should have crafted himself some better armor.
Apprentice! What have you done? You killed the master of the smithy. Or should I say former master? I'm in charge now. I knew that promotion was headed my way. You can keep that jerk's pick, by the way. It's not like I'll be using it. Mining's for chumps. Now, take your payment and get thee gone! You kinda have a history of killing master smiths, which disqualifies you from my apprenticeship program. Some other desperate adventurer will be by to replace you soon enough, I'm sure.
your blade.